Today we're gonna take a ride in our 2022 Dodge Hellcat Challenger, and this is a wide body, and it's black exterior with a satin hood, and it has a demonic red seat belts, as you see there in the light. These are the Alcantara seats with the leather on the outside. So it has the Alcantara on the inside and the leather on the outside. This thing is comfortable beyond all measures. I am 6'5", 250 pounds, and I fit in this car perfectly. I am gonna go out and say you can get in here up to 6'11", it'd be comfortable. Now don't get me wrong, my brother was 6'11", and he got in here and he wasn't fairly comfortable, but he was in the passenger seat. I feel like there's more room in the driver's seat than the passenger seat. That's my personal opinion. So if you are tall, you do not have to worry about fitting in this car, because you will fit in the car. Back seat wise, I'm able to fit both of my little ones in the back seat. They're 7 and 8 years old. They're bigger than average. People think they're 10 years old and they're twins. They're actually not. But that being said, they do fit in the back, booster seats as well. Now, I must preface this. When my kids sit behind me, since I am tall, they are not able to sit behind me because the seat has to go all the way back for me because I'm tall. And it is not comfortable for them, so I'm not able to sit a passenger behind me. So keep that in mind. But I really like driving this car because, and let's go ahead and shift us into my custom setting here, which is going to be 717 horsepower out of the 500 that I was currently in, and everything is sport. And let's go for a rip, tater chip, and see how this thing pulls. So 717 horsepower, and you feel all 700, and we are spinning right now in third gear, but you feel all 700 of those horsepower when you hit the gas. It's cold outside. It's a 23-degree day, and I'm sure that the car is loving it, being in the cold, saying that obviously it's a boosted vehicle, supercharged, right? 717 horses. They used to be 707 horsepower previously, before the transition to the new horsepower rating. These things come from factory with 305, 3520s, and on my slide tires, on my drip tires, I run 315 3520s just to have a little more contact with the ground. When it comes to this car and the practicality of driving it, to me it's practical. I've daily driven it, and if I didn't think so, oh, here we go. Uh-oh, there we go. a little gas action right there, and that was literally half the throttle, literally. So just keep in mind, guys, as you buy these cars are not toys if you are new to the 700 horsepower game. Now, if you're graduating from a Scat Pack to a Hellcat, you will feel the difference, but Scat Packs are 500 horses, 485 on paper, and when you stomp the gas in those, they are very similar to the amount of wheel spin that you'll get in your Hellcat. Not the same, but very similar as far as braking traction and being able to and having to control the car. When it comes to handling with this vehicle, I'm going to go around the roundabout here. This thing handles very well. There is body roll because you have a 4,500 plus pound car, but you feel the weight slinging. But what I really like about this car is, for it to be this heavy, it transitions very well out of your turn. So, meaning that, hey, there are cars that's made to take on the track specifically, but for a drag car to hit the track, you'll be really blown away by the amount of by the way that this car handles and the drivability, compare it with some of those other cars. So what I can tell you for a fact is this car can be put on a track, and I'm not talking about a drag strip. This car can be put on a track, and you will for sure be able to keep up, if not beat, most of the competition on the track. I know plenty of track people out there that track their cars, and they win races in Hellcats and Scat Packs. So keep that in mind as well as you're looking for cars. When it comes to acceleration on this thing, you're in the 3s. You're definitely in the 3-second mark. Demon is in the 2s. You know, and that comes factory on drag radials. Putting drag radials on these are not going to put you in the 2s, but you're going to put you in the low 3s. And what I love about these cars are that it's pure raw muscle. This is raw muscle. There are no driving aids. So we're gonna loop around here, and this is a little pool, 500 horsepower right here. That's 500 horsepower right there. As you can see, the biggest difference is when you take off in 500 horsepower and when you take off in 700 horsepower is pure madness. Stock for stock, you can't beat these cars. There aren't any car that you can put up beside a Hellcat stock from stock, unless you go on exotic range, a couple 100,000, that's gonna beat these cars from stock. They are rear-wheel drive, so you can easily, you know, get an all-wheel drive car that's gonna hook up and it'll take it off a launch. But stock for stock, off the factory floor, you're not gonna get much faster than the Hellcat. You're not gonna get faster than the Hellcat, period. Let me not say much. I have no issues with daily driving this every day. When it comes to daily driving a Hellcat, Charger, or Challenger, this is definitely a thing, especially when you put it in the auto mode, and auto mode helps your MPG. There's a video I have also on my shorts where I'm getting 22 miles per gallon. Maybe it was 23. Don't quote me on that. It's 22 or 23 miles per gallon out of my car from driving it on the highway. So you got a 700 horsepower car that you get 20 something miles per gallon out of. These are my thoughts, my opinions on this. This is no one else's thoughts or opinions on this. This car is an amazing platform, and I would definitely recommend it for anyone looking to purchase one. I've had a Scat Pack. I've had a Hellcat. This is my second Hellcat. I do have 2 more Hellcats in the works right now. I've driven a jailbreak. I've driven a super stock. I've driven a Demon. I've driven the TRX. I've driven a Hellcat Durango. I've driven the 392 Durango, 392 Challenger. The only car I have not driven out of the lineup is a Trackhawk, which I can do that anytime because I have a friend that had one, and a Dodge Viper. Those are the only 2 cars out of the Dodge lineup that I haven't driven and I still want to drive. So I love this car. I love this car for what it is. I love it for the power. I love it for the raw ability to just get out there and cause havoc. And guys that have these cars, please keep all that stuff off the street. Don't tag me in street videos. I get that all the time. Don't tag me in street videos if you sliding around corners, because I do not care about you endangering lives. There's nothing cool about that, and you will never get kudos from me or any type of praise, because this is completely reckless. I got 2 little boys, and I do not condone that. Yes, so this is my review of the 2022 Dodge Challenger Hellcat, and if you guys want to see something else, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to make a video about something else. But I love this car. So yeah, this is my review of the 2022 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, and I want to thank you guys for watching, and let me know what else you want to see. This is your boy Preston from Exotic Car Blacklist, and we are out.